Hello, it's Mark Albert. Thank you so much for being on my channel today. Today we're going to talk about raising children, but not just raising them, teaching them patterns of behavior where they're not going to use credit down the road when they're going to buy mid-sized purchase items. Okay, so we teach them at a young age. So if you're going to have children, or you have children, or maybe you inspire to have children, this may be a good one for you to watch. Hopefully you'll learn something here you can apply into your situation. Some of the things that we did with our kids when they were young, and there's a number of things we've done since then, but I'm just going to focus on when they were young. So when my daughter, when she was 8, she wanted to get a fish. Now I have permission for my daughter to share three stories about things she wanted to purchase. This could work as if you had a child, they wanted a video game, or they wanted to get one of those PS, whatever they are, you know, I forget what it is, PS2, right? Anyway, it works that way. So she wanted to get a fish. So she had to do two things. These are the two things she had to do on every one. She had to research all the costs. So my wife took her to the pet store. She had to research what size tank she would need. She had to do the proper research of what the cost would be for that, any other accessories she needs and those costs, the food cost, and to sustain them long term with food costs. And she had to understand all of that. And then, secondly, she had to save up money in advance for all of that. So she gets into a pattern of behavior. And so at 8 years old, she was getting an allowance, maybe had a birthday in there where she got a little extra money. But it took her about 6-7 months to get all that money together. Then she was able to go. Like a longing fulfilled, she was able to go and get the pet she wanted. And I think she had 4 or 5 pets, 4 or 5 fish, that is. They look kind of like that. And she just really enjoyed them. Taught her responsibility. It was really good for her. So my daughter then wanted a dwarf hamster at 9 years old. So at 9 years old, she wanted a dwarf hamster. We said, no, we're not getting another pet. And but she insisted, so we allowed her to. And then, of course, she had to go through the same routine where she had to do all the research for the cost. She had to write down the cost. And then she had to work out a plan to save money in advance so she could buy. So a lot of times in our society, the norm is acceptable. You buy now and pay later, right? Well, really, we want to teach our kids to save now and buy later. Teaches them contentment, teaches them responsibility, and it's a good pattern of behavior that they can take into their adult years. So then she got herself a dwarf hamster, right? And so she was very happy with that. And of course, time moves on. And then at 12 years old, she wanted a dwarf rabbit. Really adorable thing. And then the dwarf rabbit, you could see in one of my other videos, I used the dwarf rabbit. Bucky is his name. I did a video on collateral mortgages, and you can see that in my repertoire videos if you want to get a live shot at Bucky. So she had to do those two things: research the cost, save all the money in advance, and then she could get a rabbit. So anyways, really good stuff. You want to teach your kids young, teach them patterns of behavior. It's going to help them as they get into the older years, to make better decisions. Really appreciate you being with me today. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like the video. Have yourself a wonderful day.